Hi, this is Tom Bolger, and on this episode of The Climbing Journey, we want to take you on a trip to one of the most amazing limestone walls in the Terradets Valley. Valldaria is like one of these walls that's got a little bit of everything with regards to the climbing style. You know, it's got tufers, it's got pockets, it's got crimps, it's got slopers, there's loads of tricks involved, knee bars, heel hooks, toe hooks. It's one of those places where it really tests you as a climber. So years ago I used to live, you know, probably only 20 minutes away from Valldaria, and I'd driven past it so many times. I'd always looked up at it, you know, I'd always just dreamed about, you know, developing new routes there or something. But at that point in time, you know, I still had so many routes left to try and climb in that local area that, you know, I wasn't really ready to start developing my own routes. And I think over the last few years I've been doing that, I've been honing my skills, and now is kind of like the right time to start developing these king lines in other areas. So a couple of years ago, I went back to Valldaria for the first sort of time really to go and try some of the new routes that had been developed, and quickly realised that there was still, you know, space with amazing lines still to be developed. And I bolted, first off I bolted Soul Food, a stunning line, 35 meters long, like incrementally harder the higher you get. It's one of those sort of perfect dream lines really to go and bolt. I felt super lucky to be able to establish that there. And secondly I bolted 33 primaveras. This is like a short steep line on tufers, perfect rock, but it only went halfway up the wall. Like I abseiled down the whole wall and it just seemed pretty blank, you know, perfect rock, perfect blue and orange rock, but it just seemed blank and desperate. So I kind of left that, and there was a really obvious midsection anchor point, which turned out to be the first pitch, which is 8A. Beautiful climbing on tufers. Really technical, lots of heel hooks and all about body position. And so fast forward, we come to this year, and I went back to that line and I just had that kind of rough idea, like I wonder what that second pitch could possibly be, you know. I'd looked at it before and seen it was pretty blank, but I was just like, you know, it'd be cool to check it out and see if it's actually possible. And so that's where I started bolting the 35 primaveras project. It's got to be like one of the last amazing cliffs still left to develop. So we're going to stick the bolts in and then clean it up and give it some try, see what it is. You know, it looks amazing, it looks hard, so it could be a mega project. So one little thing I always do is I always make sure that I've drilled the hole a little bit deeper than the actual bolt length, just in case that afterwards I need to move the bolt or something to a better position for clipping. You can knock the rest of the bolt in and get rid of it instead of having to cut it off or anything like that afterwards. But it's really high quality, it's amazing, super textured. Little tiny crimps, but they're super solid, you know. Like, I think it's going to be really interesting. First half of this route is all this like tufery technical climbing, perfect tufers, and then the top steepens up a little bit more, really thin on little holds. See what it's going to be.
Boy. Dale, dame. Oh, it's nada. Well, it feels pretty hard. I mean, I'm not going to use conditions as an excuse, but I think this one's one for the cold weather. Like tiny little crimps, really bad feet. It's really interesting actually. Like really intricate climbing, lots of side pulls and undercuts. I'm not quite sure yet of like the good sequence. Need to give it a few more goes and just try and work it out. I think the hardest bit's going to be from the previous chain. All this section here is super sustained and small holds. Tried to go to this thing's non-existent. Up here there's a pretty good one actually. So just this little spike here. Right, get back to it, work some more moves.
I'm really looking forward to sharing the process with you all. You know, it's one of these walls that inspires you to come back, to look for new projects, and basically to just try hard up there on you know, on this amazing rock. So I can't wait to be able to sort of share the other projects that I've got in mind for the wall, and you know, get back on this 35 primaveras project and see what it turns out to be. You know, it might be the first 9A of the wall. You know, we'll see.